Hello,
Yes, hello, Waddy. Good morning.
good morning.
Okay. Did you manage to do the homework?
I did do the homework. I only had time to do exercise one.
Okay.
I'll do exercise two today.
No problem. Okay. Are you able to share what you have did with me?
For this one, I like yesterday I had to do the coding in school, so I had to delete.
To what? Sorry again. To
Uh, it's
delete?
I wrote it on IntelliJ and then I had to put it in my iPad because I had to delete it and I didn't save.
Okay. So, but what do you still remember what you did on the find word exercise?
Yeah. I can go. For the find word, I did public static int find word and I did string sentence and string word, and then I did return sentence dot index of word, and then in the public static void main, I wrote string sentence equals I am learning Java programming, and then string word equals Java, and then int result is find word, and then I did sentence word because that was the string sentence string word, and then I did system.out.print and then result because that was the int.
Okay, that's interesting. Are you able to, I mean, did you write or keep the last exercise that we did? You still remember that?
The one on the
The one we're talking about returning the username from an email.
uh I think so. Let me yes.
Okay,
The
can you
I
start? Yes, can you start sharing them, your code? So do you still remember what we did in the last class about finding, in our effort to find the username within the email? You still remember what we did?
yeah. It's the for example, this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it doesn't include 4, so it will include only Alex. But then we were trying to do like for example, this one we put it as string two, and then that was its own one. But then we wanted to do student 1, 2, 3 as like an own separate one.
Okay, so okay. Sometimes we need to put rules in our coding in order for us to generalize um, something. So what we are trying to do at the moment, we are trying to generalize that every code or every email that we pass to the method get username, we should be able to find the proper username. So we need to find proper signs that we can make it to generalize our code. At the moment, you design your code only to work with the Alex case here. Can you see, you start see my annotation?
Yeah.
Okay. So what is the sign that we can use here in order for us to always find the proper username? The sign here is the presence or the place of the at. So anything before the at is considered the username.
Okay.
So at the moment, you only started to count the number of characters in Alex, but it means that you always have to count the number of characters before the at every time, which doesn't make sense. So having this number as a fixed number is wrong.
Okay.
So we need to find a smart solution for that. Okay, as I told you, the smart solution is to find where is the at and to end finding the username one character before the at. So always, yep,
Create something that was just that only says before the at.
exactly. Yes, correct. So,
Uh,
okay, how we can do that in your opinion? So, in order for us to do that, we have to write one line before line number 4. But it should be still within the definition of the get username method. Okay. So do you know how we can find the position or the index of the at in any email? Do you know how we do that?
no.
Okay. We learned the method that is called index of. Index of, if you pass it at, for example, so if you call the method on a string, index of, and you tell it find at, it will tell you where is the exact index of the at in this email and where is the exact index of the at in this student123 email. Every at will be present in a different index from the other emails. So
Okay.
let us see how we can do that. Do
For
you
that,
still? Yes?
so when it finds the at, and it shows like the index of it, but it doesn't like uh what's it like um it's not the part where we do like the um substring and then
No,
we
not yet. Not yet.
uh,
It's one step at a time. So let us first find how can we use the index of and save it somewhere.
uh,
So
um,
index of normally return an integer. So you need to define an integer on line number 4 now.
int
No, you have to. So after you write the data type, you correct, correct. Int is correct. This is the data type, but you need to put the variable where you're going to save the information. The data type alone does not do anything. So can you name a variable? Can you,
uh,
we need a variable of type int. And
int hold on.
you can write at 80. So at will carry the position of the at sign in the email. Okay, now, how do we use index of? We need to use here index of. How we use it? How we use the method index of? You still remember? Or I remind you?
Isn't it just like the other one? It was like s1 dot index of.
Okay, do
So
we have any S1 here? Or
no,
our email comes
it's
in
yeah
the,
dot index of and then at.
yes. So at, yes, at is actually a character. So a character, in this case, we need to put it in a double quotation. Perfect. Okay, good. Can you now go press enter and go to line number 5? After you press enter, go to line number 5, print at. No, I want you to print the at variable. Or
Oh,
you can continue. Yes, okay, it's not bad what you did. Just putting at like this, and you say plus, and then put at. That will tell you that the number is being printed out. It's belong to the position or the index of that. But okay, now you can run, no problem. You will see a number.
okay.
You are missing something here. Where is? expected at 4. Ah, yeah. So you come here. Oops, sorry. Okay, let us have a look at this. So the error here is that normally we should put the at between double quotation and then we put the bracket, the closing bracket. But what you did here is different.
Oh,
Okay, so before we print Alex, we see a number. This number is the position of the at, right? So
oh,
in case of Alex, the at position was on index 4. Why index 4? Because this is 0, 1, and then 2, 3, and then index was 4 in case of Alex. But what about in case of student? The
it's 10.
10, okay. So now you started to see that the at position, the index of the at position differs from one email to another. So how can we use the new interesting information, which is the at variable, to make a change here?
Don't we need, isn't it the one where it's like, string s2 equals, and then you save it as like another thing?
No, we actually need to do only a single change here. So this is working excellent, especially with Alex. But the only problem is this substring always end at index 4. But when we have an email or a username that have a longer username than 4 characters, then the at position will be actually a bit far. Not only at 4, like what we wrote here, it will be at 10. So how can we make use of the variables that contain information of the at position and use it in here? So this,
Oh, wait, can we put it inside the email.substring?
yes, you can. Yes, you should be able to do that.
So it would be, and then can I put at?
Yes, correct. Yes. So if you run now, you will be able to see that your code now started to work correctly. Now you managed to extract Alex, and not only Alex, also student 1 to 3. And student 1 to 3, it also doesn't show the at, it only shows the username before that. Okay, so
Uh,
now I would like you to do one more thing. So Alex here, we know that it's 4 characters, right? Can we remove the X from Alex and see if we are able to really extract the username correctly? So it means now that our code is flexible enough. So even if it is lower than 4 characters, I'm still able to grab it, right?
yeah.
Okay. I mean, how is your understanding so far? I mean, did you really understand what we did here? Because this is
Um,
important.
I understood it.
By 50 or 60% or more.
Um, I would say 70.
Okay, that's fair enough. Yes, okay. So let me share with you the second exercise to see how can we improve our understanding so that we are able to provide solution for exercises. Because at the end, if we are only learning the tools and we are not using them, our brain will actually not function in exams. So let us try to um, take one more exercise. Okay, so can you see the exercise in front of us here? We need to find a way to make a method that is called reverse name. This reverse name will take one string which is the name, and we should find a way inside the function definition here that we reverse the name. So can you see here? So he is asking you that you receive a name that in the format first and last. You
Oh,
should return it back rearranged, last and comma first format. So you need to take John Smith and return it back Smith, comma John. Did you notice that?
yeah.
Okay.
So don't we need to like, for example, John and then Smith, those are two different like strings.
Yes, yes, we should do that.
Uh, uh, and then from that we do the, oh, can we do the thing with the substring again?
Yes, we have to use indexOf and substring.
And then we do it like up to one, two, three, four, five for John, and then oh I know, do we have to do it with like the char equals and then
Not
or
with
can
char,
we,
not necessarily with char, but okay. Can I know uh, how can you recognize the first name? If you look at this, how can you recognize the first name from the last name?
oh you can do string first
No,
name
no,
and
I'm
then
talking about the logic first. Before
oh
we start talking about the using the tools in Java, the logic that your brain use, because at the end, the programming is trying to simulate your brain. So now, if I
uh,
give you two words like this, how can you recognize the first name from the last name?
there's a space and the
Exactly. So you already said that your brain recognizes it using a space. And last time we recognized the username
at
that is everything before the at. So that was our sign, and the space is our sign. So it means that if we find the space, we will know anything before the space is the first name, and
oh
anything after the space is the last name. Am I right?
yeah.
Okay. So based on that, let us first write the method definition and the two lines inside the void name. So inside the void main, we will write the function call or the method call. And before the void main, we will write the definition of the method reverse name. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Did you manage to write it?
Yes, I'm just commenting the previous.
Okay.
Can I share my?
Yes, please.
I wrote it in like the public classmate, and I think is it like this for like string first, and it's name dot substring, and then zero comma space, and then for the last name it would just be what's after the space.
Yes, yes, correct, correct. But yeah, so you have something remaining to be done here. So you need to press enter here. So you already have the first name and the last name. Is it, can I understand from you, is it this function that is called reverse name? Um, does it return anything? It returns integer or it returns what?
Oh, it hasn't returned anything yet.
Okay, should we write a return statement? Are we obligated to write a return statement?
Yeah, so that we can print it out.
Okay,
And then do I write first last?
okay, you can.
And then do I write it in this or?
Okay, so you are able to make brackets like this. So the first name that comes in format first, space, last. But the requirement for us here is to provide or to return something in the format last,
Oh,
comma, and then first. Okay, so let's see if he accepts that or not. So he is showing us an error on line number 6. So he doesn't accept what we write in line number 6. So the first one here, this is correct, and this is correct. But the only problem is you provided a comma, and comma is actually a character. So any character, this is a
oh,
variable, this is a variable, but this is a character. So a
sorry.
character to be added, you need to put it in double quotation and use a plus sign before it and after it. So once you put a plus sign, this comma will be added to the content of the last variable and the content of the first variable. Okay,
And then
so
here, and uh, and then here, do I just do?
yes, what do you do?
Do here, do I just print out the same thing here?
No. Why we said this? Because we know upfront that any variable that is inside the method is not seen inside the void main.
Oh,
So that's why
oh.
we use the word return. Okay. So
Now I can say reverse name.
yes, exactly. Yes, correct. Okay. So reverse name is a method that takes an input. Did you pass the input to the method?
Oh, not yet.
Okay. So we have the first input that we need to pass is called John Smith, right? So this is John, and it is in double quotation because it's a string. So the reverse name, same exactly like the get username. In the get username, we pass an input using double quotation here, and we put the email in between. Did you notice that? So if we would like to call reverse name, we have to do the same way. So if we want a clarity, then I would say, come here and press enter, please, and then we can do it step by step.
Come.
Come on line 16 and press enter. Okay, so I would like you to create a string variable and call it reverse name equal. Okay, and I would like you to call the function here. Do you know how to call a function? The function call is called reverse name and then open bracket like this. So you write here on, yes, reverse name. Okay. So after you write the reverse name, you have to open the brackets. That is how we managed to do the call here. So we mention the method name, and then we open a bracket, and then we close the bracket. So we don't put the function name inside a bracket, rather than we mention the method name, and then we open a bracket and close the bracket. Yes, so remove this brackets and this bracket. Excellent. Okay, we put a
Good.
semicolon, right? Okay, so can you comment line 18? Okay, good. Can you run, please, and see the error that comes out? Okay, so we have, okay, we have something here that is saying the reason that we are having an error because reverse name method actual and format argument list differ in length. Formal argument list. What is the mean argument? This is an argument. So it means that the reverse name in Java, you already define it that it takes one input. But when you try to call it, you did not pass any input. So reverse name functionality in this case is to take one name and make a reverse for it. But you didn't pass any name here. So the method does not know what to do. He is expecting that you pass one name, but you didn't. So
Oh,
when you call the get username, you already pass one email as an input. But when you call the reverse name, you did not pass anything. So how can you pass a name here? Do you know how to do that? Look at here, and we should do something similar here.
oh, oh, okay. Reverse name, and then we put in the like one, and then we put in uh,
Okay, that is good. That is a, so okay. let me explain this to you. Yeah, what you wrote is actually correct. That you should call the method using the method name and pass it an input. And the input is an argument. So the Java called the input that we pass to the method an argument. Okay. But when you call it this way, you will not save any return value from the reverse name. But we want to save. So the only thing that can make this
Yeah,
work is to
put it
copy this part and put it inside the bracket.
oh, put it inside there.
Yes. So the John Smith in the double quotation need to be copied inside the bracket here. Excellent. Now, if you run, you should see no errors. But there is no output. Do you know why
Uh,
there is no output?
um, no print statement.
No print statement. Can we put a print statement?
And then do I just say reverse name?
Exactly. Yes, correct. And I would like you always to avoid creating variable names with the same name like the method name, because that will create a confusion. So I would say, okay, that's excellent. So it works. But in this case, I would rename this variable. I would say rev name instead of reverse name so that I able to differentiate it.
Oh, reverse.
Okay. Yep. No, we need to call here a variable name. A variable name, the method name does not save anything. The variable name, it is a place in the memory that we are able to save something inside. Excellent. Yes, correct. Now it's okay, right?
Yeah.
Okay. There is only one issue here that in the example or the exercise I provided to you, there was a space after the comma. But here you have no space. How can we adjust this?
Oh, wait, but I just have a question. If I do this space, then wouldn't it like because over here it just says 0 comma space, wouldn't it identify both spaces?
Actually, the arrangement is done here. I mean, you arrange the first name and the last name only in this line. You do the extraction in the correct manner, but the space need to be added after the comma.
Oh,
So
so
you can't put it here. No, you can't do that. Oh, yep, yes, it's a good idea. Yes, yes. Okay, fine. I'm fine with it. Exactly. Yes, that's good.
oh,
Okay. So, but let me teach you also another simpler way. What you did is excellent, but I still able to if I adjust small thing here, I'm able to achieve the same result without adding this. So how can I do that? So here at the moment, our current comma is like this. There is no space. So what I can do is I can rewrite it that it have a comma, double quotation, comma, and
and
then
then
space, and then double quotation. That will achieve the same thing that you have done here. And what you did is also not wrong. It's also correct. But this is another way, another fast way to do it. Okay? If you understand both, that's great. So far, okay?
yeah.
Okay. So just let me highlight to you that um, I think it's okay at the moment. And no need to highlight since the code is working. I think you can stop sharing and let me start sharing again. Okay. Can you see my code, my slides?
Yeah.
Okay. So I would say, okay. So we already learned it this way. We already learned that, let me try to make it bigger. Okay. So as you can see here, we already learned that any string variable is immutable, which means that if you create a string, which is s in this case, and you save a value inside it, is Kendrick in this case, and you would like to reassign the content of the s variable. This is the s variable, and it contains Kendrick inside it as a string. We would like to change the content from Kendrick into Snow. So if we do this, actually, um, we are not able to edit the current place in the memory that was assigned for the S. We have to find another place in the memory, and we put inside it the new content, and then make S point to it. So again, every time we change the content of a string variable, we don't change the current content, rather than we reserve a new space in the memory, and we put our content inside it and make S look or point out to that place in the memory instead of the old place. This is the old place. This is the new place. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so you see here, Kendrick is discarded, a brand new object is created. So this is the original object, and this is the replaced or the replacement object. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So if this is clear, we will need to understand that since string is objects, and it's not like integers and doubles, if we would like to compare uh, or to check if two string variables are equal or not, we need a specific method to do that. So if you can look here, you will notice that we have created two variables, one called first, and in the second line, we called it second. And we created using new, because strings are actually objects. So here contain Java, and here also the new variable second contain also Java. So if we would like to compare the content of both, is it both first and second contain the same content or not? We use a method that's called equals. So if we have integers, for example, integer x and integer y, and we would like to compare the content of x and y, we can easily say print line, and then we say, is it x equal y? That will give you true or false. Is it x? We have two equals here. Is it x equal y? Which means that the content of x, which is 10 in this case, equal 11. That will give me false, because 10 is different from 11. They are not the same. Unless you change here, you put 10 also. So that will give you true. So first of all, I would like you to write these 3 lines inside the void main that you have. Okay? But
Okay. I just have a question. Um, wouldn't it, like, for example, if in one it has to be like the same, like string first, string second, but whatever is inside the new string, like the bracket, it has to be the same for it to show like a true statement?
yes, the content have to be the same. Not the name of the variable, the content.
Oh.
Did you manage?
Yeah. There's just an error with the brackets, but I got it.
Okay. Can you share your code, please, if you don't mind?
Yeah. Can you see my?
Okay. Yes, I can see your screen. So I would say, yep, that is excellent. Okay. Now I would like you to come. I am annotating. Give me a second. So you should come here. Do you see this? So this,
Main dot.
yes, exactly. So now we come at source, and if you come at source, try to click on both buttons of the mouse.
On the source or
Yeah,
the
yeah,
shop?
yes, source folder, yes. This is a double click. What about
Yeah.
right click?
If I do like this,
No.
it only
Do you know how to do a right click? So a right
uh
click of a mouse is, so we have two buttons in the mouse that you're holding. Are you holding a mouse?
no.
Oh, you're using the pad.
Yeah.
Okay, so typically you should be able to see two buttons. I think the button on the right hand side, if you click on it, it should show you, no, not here, not here. It's in the mouse, in the bed itself, the bed. You don't
On the
have
key.
to yes, in the keyboard, yes. On the body of the, no, no, no. So it's a right click. So how do you perform right click on?
This is when I right click on the key.
This is a right click. What about left click? No, it should not be the same. Hmm. Um, suppose if you would like to, okay. What about if you do Shift F6?
Shift F6.
You click on the source. Sorry, you click on the source.
Yeah.
Okay, and click on the source. It should show you the main. Okay, go to main. Click on the main. Yes. Shift F6.
Shift F6.
Shift and you keep pressing it, and then press F6. Go again to main.
Shift.
Yes, and then F6. So
Shift.
you, yeah, are you pressing them at the same time?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me check. Suppose with the Shift F6, you're able to change the name of this file, but it seems that we are not able to do it for some reason or another. What about F2? If you press F2 here,
On the
no, not here. Can you press escape button? Escape. Yes. Okay. Now come here. Here. Shift F6 at the same time. No, no effect. Mm, what about?
like changing the name of the
Yes, I would like you to be able to change the name of the. Okay. Can you press here? Let me see the menu that comes out.
uh,
When you press here, what is the menu that comes out?
my first program when I click that.
No, there is an arrow here. So the arrow means that this is a menu.
Yeah, I when I clicked it, can you see it? It shows
No,
new
I
part.
can't. So it shows you what is the choice. I can't see it. It doesn't
Oh,
appear on my screen.
it says add new project, open, clone, respiratory, my first program.
Okay. Okay, let me see. Okay, never mind. Maybe we're not able to do it here at the moment without a mouse. Do you have a mouse? Can you try to come next class with a mouse?
I don't have a mask, but I can buy one.
Okay, I think that will help a little bit. So,
Oh,
okay, at the moment, let me just explain what I was trying to make you do. So click here, please, on the source. Yes. Okay. So you see this name, right? So this is the file that we're always using, but it should be this way that every class that we have, we should have a separate file. So for every code that we write in a class, we should have a different file name. So for example, all of them, yes, it should be called name.java. But after we finish today's class, you should actually come here and change the name to make it, instead of main.java, it should be class 16.java. And that way, you're able to reference that uh, class 16 content before next time. I mean, if you want to
oh,
make a revision or any other next class. And then the class that you should be writing in now should be always called main.java, which means that you should also have class 15.java, class 20.java. So this should be full with many files, not only one file, so that you don't have to comment uh, and even delete the content of the main.java every time. We should have this ability. And this is typically in any other, how to say, IDE. Okay, so if you don't mind, are you able to let me share so that I can share with you how I'm able to do that in other IDE? Is it okay? Can you stop sharing?
stop. Oh, did it?
Okay, so just let you see until I open the Java. So this is an IDE, and this IDE is called NetBeans. It can be used for Java, and it can be used for other programming language. Okay, so if you
Oh,
can see here, I have a lot of file names, and you should be able to have the same inside a single folder. Okay, now let me share with you a pure Java IDE. So can you see here? So the source files on the right hand side here, I have a first calculator.java, GUI.java, main.java, main1.java, and so on. So at the end of the day, what I want to tell you here, that your source can contain many file names, but it should contain only one main.java. So after you finish today class, you can rename the file that is called main.java to be named class 16.java. And then you
oh,
create a new file that is called empty file that's called main.java as a preparation for the next class. Did I make
oh,
it clear?
yeah,
Okay, excellent. So I will stop sharing this and let me. Okay. Can you see my slide?
yeah,
Okay, so let me explain this. This is the last thing that we should see today. So we have seen that you was able to use a method that's called equals to compare the content of two different string variables. So what if we use two equals instead of this equals method here? So the two equals here will actually not compare the Java content, this Java string here, to the Java string here. It will not do that. It will do what? It will check if the first variable and the second variable are stored in the same memory address. So it will compare the memory address here and the memory address here. So in the most of the time, we do not really need to do that. In the exam, we don't need to do that. In the most of the real life projects, we also don't need to do that. So we need to differentiate. We need to know that most of the time, if you want to compare two different strings, we need to use the equals method, not the two equals like this. The two equals like this can work with integers, doubles, other primitive data types, but not with strings. Is it okay? Is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay, so I would like you to write the last thing that we should do today, which is make a print statement. And inside the print statement, you should make a brackets and put first equal second and see what it gives to you. So here, this is print line.
And then inside the bracket of the print line, I
Yes,
write
first equal second.
first equal. Oh, I have commented the other part. Should I uncomment?
You should, yes, at least the variable that is called first and the variable that's called second, you should be able to they should be there, because he will compare the variable first and the variable second. If you comment them, he will not be able to see them and he will give you an error. So uncomment the definition of first and second. Is it okay?
Oh,
If you are confused, share with me and then I will guide you.
I think it's because I accidentally delete. Wait, I will try and command C it.
Try to write Control Z, maybe Control Z in a Windows environment. It should reverse any mistake that you have done.
How do I redo it?
Try to do Control Z. Try to do Control Z and see if it really works on your side.
Control
Z.
that.
Z. And so Control Z. So
Oh,
Control Z is a character on the keyboard, and Control also is another button. So you have to press both of them at the same time.
it doesn't do
Okay.
any.
What is?
How? Yeah. Oh, for us it's Command Shift C.
Command Shift and Z at the same time. Did you manage?
Oh yeah, but I think my first and second thing is let me share. Because when I was putting the other thing in, I think I deleted it.
Okay. Okay. Actually, you still be able to run here, but your only problem is that you deleted the the other method that you created, right?
Yeah.
And the command shift Z does not work for you.
Command Shift Z, when I did it, because I've already like written new things, it
Okay.
just
Yes. Okay. I got it. So what you need to do now is come select from line 11 to line 15. And so in Windows, we say Control C. Control C will copy them. So can you right click and see if you're able to copy? Do you know how to copy? I think you know. You have did this before. Did you copy
yeah.
them?
Yeah.
Okay. Make now Command Shift Z. After you already
Command.
copy them, make okay. Command Shift Z.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Many times.
Yeah.
You repeated that a few times.
Yeah.
and it still doesn't show you anything. It means that it's not really working as we should expect. Let me try to investigate more the commands in Mac. Okay, can you make a paste? Do you know how to paste something that you already copied?
Uh,
So this is what you already copied, right?
yeah.
Okay, never mind. Let us focus on this so that we are able to test it. Can you run?
It says true and then false.
And false. Do you know what why it show false?
Because the string can't do.
I mean, the equal cannot compare
Yeah.
the content of Java. Okay, one last change that we should do here before we end our class. Are you able to change this J to, this is a capital J? Can you make it small? Okay, run please. You should be seeing both of them false. So
Okay.
in the eyes of Java, the small J is not the same like the big J. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So see you next class. Take care.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Okay, bye-bye.